New footage published by Ukraine's government appears to show the moment a Ukrainian explosive drone drops into a Russian tank fitted with protective armor designed to fend off Kyiv's uncrewed aerial vehicles, UAVs. A brief clip, attributed to Ukraine's 93rd Mechanized Brigade, appears to show a first-person view, FPV kamikaze drone, careering toward a Russian tank at an unspecified location along the front lines. The drone drops into the tank, another airborne capturing an explosion engulfing the vehicle. Occupiers made a turtle tank, but forgot to close a hatch, Kyiv's defense ministry said on Wednesday, adding that Ukrainian drone operators don't forgive such mistakes. Footage circulated online in recent months indicates that Russia is using fixed, shell-like metal structures around its tanks, in an effort to protect the vehicles from Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drone strikes, zeroing in on tanks and other armored vehicles along the front lines. The vehicles with the protective cage have been dubbed turtle tanks, which has drawn ridicule from open-source intelligence accounts. The turtle tanks have popped up in several parts of Ukraine, including in the northeastern Kyiv region where Russian forces launched a fresh offensive from the border Belgorod region last month, small arms expert Matthew Moss previously told Newsweek. War monitoring accounts and Ukraine's military have shared clips that they say show the destruction of turtle tanks. Last month, Kyiv's government said a Russian turtle tank had been blown up by several landmines. Earlier in May, Ukraine's 79th Separate Air Assault Brigade, which operates in the east of the country, published a brief video it said showed a Russian armored column launching an assault on Ukrainian positions close to the Donetsk village of Novomykhailivka. In the clip, at least one Russian tank covered by a metal cage is visible.
Постріл! 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 Постріл!
Another video shared across social media appeared to show a Russian tank encased in a turtle-like protective covering moving through a field around the Donetsk town of Krasnohorivka. Kyiv and Moscow are battling for drone superiority, and FPV drones dominate the skies above Ukraine. Used across the front line for reconnaissance, targeting, and taking out military vehicles, they have menaced Russia's tanks, and Ukraine frequently shares footage recorded by the drones in the battlefield. Russian tanks are Ukrainian FPV drones' favorite targets, Kyiv's defense ministry said earlier this year. Ukrainian forces held their ground in the strategically important eastern Ukrainian town of Chasiv Yar, as Russian troops are reported to have failed an attempt to cross a canal in the area. The town, which had a pre-war population of more than 12,000 and is dissected by a canal, is located some 7 miles from the war-torn city of Bakhmut, which was seized by Russian forces last May. The town in the Donetsk region has been the focus of Moscow's military since March. The Institute for the Study of War, ISW, a Washington, D.C.-based think tank, has said that Russia's ongoing offensive efforts to seize Chasiv Yar offers its forces the most immediate prospects for operationally significant advances. Its seizure would likely allow Russian forces to launch subsequent offensive operations against Kostiantynivka and Druzhkivka, cities that form the southern part of a significant Ukrainian defensive belt in Donetsk Oblast, it said on May 22. In its latest analysis of the conflict in Ukraine, the ISW said that while Russian forces continued offensive operations near the town on Tuesday, there were no confirmed changes to the front line. Russian forces conducted assaults on Chasiv Yar's eastern outskirts, north of Chasiv Yar near Kalinivka, east of Chasiv Yar near Ivanivska, and southeast of Chasiv Yar near Klishivka and Andriivka on June 3 and 4, the think tank said. Kirill Sazonov, a Ukrainian soldier, told local TV channel Kyiv 24 in an interview published Tuesday that a Russian unit attempted to conduct an offensive to cross a canal in Chasiv Yar, but ultimately failed. Moscow deployed an armored vehicle and troops to the eastern streets of the town, but they were destroyed by Ukrainian forces, and Chasiv Yar remains under Ukrainian control, he said. Sazonov said Ukraine is able to spot Russian troop movements using drones and has therefore been able to destroy units as they attempt to advance in the area. He added, however, that Ukraine faces a similar issue: troops are unable to advance due to enemy drones. Euromaidan Press, an independent English-language news website launched in 2014 by volunteers from Ukraine, also reported on Tuesday that Russia was dealt a disastrous defeat in Chasiv Yar after attempting to advance across the canal and establish positions further west. Last month, pro-Ukrainian analyst Radu Hosu said that Russia may exploit a war-weary Western population and the internal political tensions of each European state to build international pressure for an unjust, unfair, morally disarming peace should its forces seize the town.
Средства радиолокационные формирования киевского режима и те разведчики, которые используют